Hey guys, I am back with another video from my Ring video camera series. This one is of Duncan. He's setting up to play music before digging the sewer, and this is in May. I think it's May 24th, and it's just, I'm so glad I captured this. You don't know how grateful I am that I have these videos, because although it is hard to go back and wish that things weren't the way they are now, that I could go back to the way things were, it's hard not to feel that way when you look, at your front door and all the things that were happening then. But I'm so grateful because it shows his funny personality. Sorry. But in the video, he is getting his phone ready to play music on his speaker before he starts digging, and there's a dog barking in the neighborhood, and he says, "Dog, you have no idea what I'm about to venture into," and he's kind of just whispering it. So it's cute and funny. So I'm sharing that one just because it's part of Duncan, and he was super funny that way. Then I also am gonna share one. It's just gonna add it on. It's just of my daughter coming home and her laughing, but the music is playing in the background, and it's music that Duncan used to play a lot. So you know how music takes you back big time? So that just really almost time travels me back to the days when Duncan was around, and he would play music in the front or the back whenever he was working and stuff in the yard or working on cars or whatever. He would play music. It also occurred to me, Duncan's little statement about dog, "You have no idea what I'm about to venture into." It just kind of hit me as well that I had no idea what I was about to venture into. It's just less than a month after this day that he passed away suddenly. So my friends, we don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what you're going to venture into tomorrow. So although I don't do it well enough either, but is to live each day with purpose and intent, and just know that tomorrow is never promised. You can say it, you can know it in your head, but sometimes it's very hard to practice. And it's very hard to practice even after you've been grieving, even though you know it. But it's just, some days are so hard to get up and to find purpose when your heart is so broken. It's definitely a longer process than I thought it was going to be, but here I am. And I don't know what people are going to think about these videos, but I'm not really doing it for you. I mean, I want to do it for you, but it's more for me because I want to have this kind of look back at all the things that happened before he passed away and after he passed away. There's a lot of video that I have, so I wish I could somehow relate it to what you're going through if you've lost someone. Maybe this is really painful for you. Maybe it helps you connect to your loss a little better, a little differently. I want to be a light for you if I can. I want to guide you as best as I can through early grief, because early grief is tough. It's really tough. I can tell you it gets better, so there's always hope. But the one thing I will say is that you need to face it. So like, these videos are tough. It would have been even tougher in early grief. And I think I saved them, which was hard. It was like a month or so after Duncan passed away. Facing those and letting it all out, if I needed to cry or scream or whatever, is what I needed to do in early grief. The first 2 years, you need to face it. Even though it's so hard, every little thing that I would do was hard. I remember going to Walmart the first time. I lost it. I had to leave. Going to our favorite restaurant the first time. Every time in the beginning when I would have to face a place or a memory, it was so freaking hard. But then it got better, and you just learn how to face it and just let the feelings flow through you and over you. Let it out, cry it out. Because I can promise you, if you don't, your body will react in a very negative way, and you will be dealing with other problems down the road. So I can say that with all honesty, because I know from personal experience, not myself, but somebody very close to me. They have had some strange issues, and now they have to deal with it in a much more difficult way. You cannot stuff your feelings. I know that's hard. I know it's easier. And I know if you might be working, you have to get up and work, you have to get up and function. It's very hard to let yourself cry. Go to work with like red eyes and swollen eyes. Like that sucks. I know, right? I know. But it's the only way to like work through that early grief so it doesn't come back and hit you harder later. Next week's video, we're gonna get into Memorial Weekend and coming back from camping, and I have a whole story wrapped around something related to that, well, it's a sad story, but it's also very, I don't know what the word is, but you need to watch it. So I think I will share that next week, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to make sure that you get these ring videos, because there's a lot more to come. I just want to share my story, and I hope that in it somehow you can find nuggets of hope, something that you can relate to. And yeah, there's a lot of stories within the story that I plan to share as well, and the camping one is definitely one to share. So I will see you next time.